Hello Kuti Pasangla, are you all ready? This is Sumita auntie. Today I'm going to tell you an interesting story. Okay? So are you all ready to listen? Okay? So this is going to be about a prince who fusses to eat. Okay? So the story is called A Silly Story of Bondapalli. Okay? So this is a story about Bondapalli. Okay. Shall we begin? Okay. So what is your favorite food? Pizza? Burger? Huh? What is your favorite food? Pizza, burger is not good. They're not good. Okay. So what should you be eating? Should be eating healthy food. Okay. So this prince is a fusspot. He never likes to eat. Whatever his mother gives him, he says, yuck, not nice. This is not nice. This is horrible, awful. I don't want it. Take it away. The sight of it I don't like. Please don't give it to me. So, every day this prince used to trouble his mother to eat. Okay? The queen really gets bored with him. She says, what kind of boy are you? This is really bad. Prince, you must learn to eat everything. You cannot be fussing all the time. This is really bad. You shouldn't be fussing so much. Okay? The queen couldn't bear it any longer. Okay? She said, what is this? She went straight to the cook and said, hey cook, I want you to cook the best food for my son. He doesn't eat whatever you cook. So I want you to cook the best food for him. Okay? If you're not doing it, if you fail to do so, I'm going to chop off your head. So better be careful. Make something delicious and make my son eat. This is your last chance to prove yourself. She said, cook well, else I'll chop off your head. Okay? Cook got so scared. He was so terrified. All night he worked. He chopped and he baked and boiled. He sliced and diced and he cooked and cooked and cooked. He kept cooking the whole night. He was just, tensed and he was trying to cook something very delicious. Okay. The next day morning, the royal family sat down to eat. Who's the royal family? King, queen and the prince. Okay. They sat to eat their food. Okay. So the cook stood behind the door. He was so scared. He stood behind the door and he was holding his head like this. He was holding his head so tight, because the queen said she'll chop off his head, right? So he wanted to hold his head so that the queen cannot chop off his head. Okay. So he was holding his head so tightly and standing behind the door. Okay. And then his hands were trembling. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh God, save me. Oh God, save me. But what happened? The hot golden balls arrived. Okay? The hot golden balls arrived. They brought it in a big plate and kept it on the dining table. Okay? And then, the prince, he sniffed. He nibbled. Like a rat. He nibbled. And then he gobbled. He gobbled up. First he ate one, then another, then another, then another. He said, wonderful, wonderful. He spluttered with his mouth stuffed. Okay? And then the king said, yes, wonderful. And the queen said, hey, no, king. It is wonderful. It is wonderful, shouted the delighted queen. The queen became extremely happy because her son started eating, right? So she became very happy. She said, "Wonderful, wonderful." And then the cook became very happy. He said, "Yes, these are bondas." The cook came and said, "Yeah, these are bondas." He had a sigh of relief, okay? Oh my God. And then he said, "Your Highness, please wait. I'll go get more bondas and come." And then he went, brought one more load of bondas for the king, queen, and the prince. Okay? From that day onwards, the prince ate bondas morning, afternoon, night. He ate bondas for breakfast, bondas for lunch, bondas for evening snacks, and bondas for dinner also. He kept eating so many bondas, okay? Everyone in the kingdom ate bondas 3 meals. Morning, afternoon, night. All 3 times they ate bondas only, okay? And the people grew like bondas, round and round and round. They all became round and round. You know what happened? They couldn't enter the doors because the doors were rectangle, right? So they made round doors, and then they made round beds, and they made round chairs. The whole kingdom became like bonda, round and round and round. So they started calling the kingdom Bondapalli. They started calling the kingdom Bondapalli. Everywhere in Bondapalli, they sold bondas, okay? In small shops and big shops, and everywhere they were selling bondas, okay? Little bondas, huge bondas, sweet bondas, salty bondas, all sorts of bondas, okay? So, all sorts of people ate all sorts of bondas, okay? So, everyone was very, very happy. They ate bondas and danced and slept. And then again they got up and they ate bondas, and then they were doing nothing, just eating bondas and sleeping, okay? So the bondas became the best dish of that kingdom, okay? When the news reached the next kingdom, the king was very upset, okay? Because there in that kingdom, everybody was very thin, skinny, long, and sad face. They were not happy at all. Bondapalli people are very, very happy because they're eating bondas all the time. But this kingdom, people were very thin, and they were very long, had very sad and gloomy faces, okay? Then he said, "Oh, I see, Bondapalli is very happy and fat, and have, all of them are enjoying their life. So let me go and capture that kingdom. Let me make Bondapalli mine, and I'll make my people also very, very happy." And then the soldiers were all ready to go and attack Bondapalli, okay, the neighboring kingdom. "Call my army," who said? Prince said, because he came to know that the next kingdom army men are going to come and fight with these people, okay? Then call my army, the prince said, okay? The soldiers huffed and puffed and came up to the palace. The prince looked at the soldiers. They were all looking round like bondas. They were looking like bondas. How would they fight these, thin and long people? How are they going to fight them? Those people are very lean and mean. They're very lean and mean. How are my Gundu soldiers going to fight the neighboring warriors, soldiers? What am I going to do? He became so worried. "Follow my orders," he said to the minister, and climbed on top of the palace to see the enemy. Okay, and then he climbed. He was standing on top of the palace. Okay, but at that moment, what came? A plate full of bondas came. He was turning that side. Ah! He had a fall. He fell down the steps, bouncing like a ball. Thump, 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 thump. He fell. He was rolling like a ball and had a fall. Okay. Oh my God. And then the minister was watching this. He thought, okay, that's the command. I have to follow the prince's command. And he said, on your marks, get set, bounce, he said. And then all the soldiers curled up themselves and began to bounce. All of them started rolling and bouncing out of the palace right into the battlefield. Who's waiting in the battlefield? That lean and mean army was waiting, okay? The lean and mean army was waiting. So they all curled like a ball and started bouncing. The enemy saw hundreds of balls charging towards them. Some thought they were gigantic balls. Some thought they're cannons, from the gun, from the, they're cannonballs, and, everybody was so scared. They were really worried. They were frightened. They also thought that these are monsters, okay? And then the prince stopped bouncing, stood up and straightened his crown. I'm hungry, he said. You know why he became hungry? Now all his tension gone. Because the lean and mean army, the neighbors' lean and mean army got scared of the balls, bouncing balls. Who were the bouncing balls? They were the army of Bondapalli. So they were so fat, they behaved like balls and they started bouncing. So then the lean and mean army and the king got scared, really scared, and ran away from the battlefield. Now the prince became very happy. He straightened his crown and said, hey, get me some bondas. I'm very hungry. And then everyone join in. It's bonda time. And then the ministers, the people, the army, everybody joined in. The royal cook brought mountains and mountains of bondas. The king, the queen, the prince, the people, and he also didn't forget, though the neighboring king and his lean and mean army was all about to run away from that place. He went, called them back, and then gave them bondas. And then the lean and mean army and the neighboring king said, wow, this is a delicious dish. And then prince said, we all became very happy and round just because of this bonda. So I would like to honor you with a plate full of bondas, and my cook will offer the recipe to you. So you take this recipe, go back to your kingdom and make loads and loads of bondas and feed your people. They'll be very happy. They'll also become round and like my own people. So the king, the neighboring king, became very happy, and his army also became very happy, and they said, long live bondas and long live Bondapalli. And they all signed off with a plate of bondas. So that's how the prince treated the neighboring king. See, he did not chase him just like that. He decided to treat them with bondas. So the neighboring king said, I'm not going to come back and fight with you people. I will not fight. I'm very happy with bonda. And then he again said, long live bondas and long live Bondapalli. And the king and queen became extremely joyful, and they went and told their son, the prince, hey prince, You're such an intelligent guy. And then Prince, she said, yes, okay. Now, hey cook, get me a plate of bonda. And then he started eating bondas. So, pizza burger not good. Ask Amma to make bondas. They're yummy and tasty. Enjoy bondas and long live. Bye bye.